Hey there, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your monthly astrological forecast for January 2024. Happy New Year, Virgo folk out there. This month is going to be all about very important household and personal economy transformations, new chapters in love and romantic unions, and the elimination of a lot of long-standing stories, old business, and even, just big eras of your life that have seemed to have followed you into the present, that have been kind of non-stop. Well, this month is all about making the stops occur. And this all starts off with Mercury turning direct in the sign of Sagittarius on the 1st of the month. This is your 4th house of home, family, your living situation, home economy, home-based business operations, and your roots. And we also have Venus in this part of your chart as well at the start of the month. Mercury will be here through the 13th. Venus will be here through the 23rd. And so this is going to be a very auspicious period when it comes to all matters of family relationships and household economy. You may be finding that your household itself is becoming a lot richer in many different ways. Now, this could be, of course, through boons to your own personal income, a partner's income, family money, or again, any kind of household business that you have going, or possibly even through certain investments or things that you have had a hand in or are working with. This is also a great time for a lot of you Virgo people who are thinking about speeding up progress when it comes to some kind of very important household or family move or transformation or transition that you are trying to get off the ground. And you're also going to be finding that with Venus in the 4th house, this is also a wonderful time for a lot of you to be able to make some kind of atmospheric or environmental shift that is going to, allow you to finally transport yourself and your family into a new sense of sanctuary. We've also got, we've also got Mars and the Sun in the sign of Capricorn. And this is going to be from the start of the month. The Sun is going to be here till the 20th, and Mars is going to be here all month long. And then we've also got Mercury and Venus entering this part of your chart in the back half of January. This is your 5th house of love, romance, recreation, creativity, and your relationships with your kids. And when we have so much activity going on in the 5th house, it does make for a very relationship focused kind of month. And I know we Virgos don't like to get super mushy about these kinds of things, but here we go. Mars here is tearing down a lot of walls, social walls, emotional walls, intimacy walls, and also eliminating a lot of obstacles that may be detracting or distracting from having the optimal relationship either manifest for those of you who are single or available to new people, be drawn closer, or maybe even just exist, period, right? Sometimes we end up in situations where all kinds of different distractions, obligations, or burdens or whatever seem to also be interfering in our present relationships. They could be, things that have just kind of distanced us from our partners or from our kids or whatever. And Mars here is really doing a number on all of those situations. We've also got Mercury speeding up developments and growth when it comes to creative projects and pursuits, and the Sun and Venus are bringing in a great deal more affection, a lot more openness, a lot more intimacy, and a lot more expressions of love and devotion that are getting communicated throughout all of your connections and relationships, bringing everyone all the closer. We've got the Sun, of course, then activating this beautiful new moon on the 11th of the month in this very same part of your chart. And a new moon spells an important new beginning in all of your relationships. Now, this could be a new beginning as in a new chapter, a new story, or maybe some kind of new adventure that we go on with a partner, or maybe some kind of new evolution in a connection we have with one of our kids. This can absolutely bring in a new relationship opportunity for single or available Virgo people. But things are becoming, again, all the more interconnected and well bonded throughout this month. After the 20th, we've got the Sun in moving from Capricorn into the sign of Aquarius. And then we've got Pluto entering Aquarius officially on the same day. Pluto will actually begin stepping over the cusp and into Aquarius as early as the 10th, but both of them will be more officially in Aquarius on the 20th. This is your 6th house of work, reputation, your schedule, anything to do with the teams that you're on, the people you serve with, the people you serve, and the value for what you give to the world. And this is spelling a big turn when it comes to what is expected of you at the office, in your work, your career, your vocation. A lot of you are getting a chance to make a big pivot that is going to be a very important turn for you that's going to influence a lot of the next few months. With the sun here, you are getting more value for what you're bringing to the world. This is going to be, including better compensation, as well as having more fun with a lot of the people that you're working with, working for, and working to help, or those you serve. And we've got Pluto here also destroying a lot of old business, or maybe even old problematic aspects of your work or your business or your workforce that you have had to maybe endure over the course of this last few years. And so there's going to also be a big work path cleanup in order here. We also have a full moon in Leo on January 25th, and this is happening in your 12th house of your past, the privacy zone, hidden matters, secrets, shortcuts, and history as it affects the present. And so we have another clearing of the slate as a big focus for you. A full moon in the 12th house can be a bit intense, so it's important to understand as we go through the last week of the month or so, it could get intense for you, because there is the purging of something that has been a part of your life from the past for a very long time, but something that is not really an active part of your life in the present. Now, this could be very good, because this could be the removal of something that has bound itself to you, or you have become bound up with in terms of being held in the past or stuck in place, or something that is preventing growth in a lot of other areas of your life. But this can also have some ripple effects, because let's not forget, there are plenty of people who'd rather process than live. And so there may be a lot of people in your life stuck in the past that will not cope with this very well. So this can bring up about, a lot of breakdowns and breakthroughs at the same time as we go through January. And finally, we've also got Uranus turning direct in the sign of Taurus on the 27th. This is your 9th house of higher education, government legal proceedings, travel, big moves, as well as prominence, popularity, and your spiritual path and practice. Now, Uranus turning direct in the 9th house is all about you getting a chance to get out of a lot of boxes and a lot of bubbles that you have been contained in, whether they were self-imposed or externally imposed. You're going to be noticing a lot of changes going on, especially when it comes to certain rules, bylaws, policies, and standards that you have been abiding or living under for however long. And this could be spelling a lot of green light opportunities and new open roads for you to go down if you would like. This is a great time for those of you who are planning on making this a year where you do get out there, you do travel, you do move, or maybe you are looking to boost your popularity or bring awareness to something that you care about, or a business or a personal enterprise or project. And this is also going to be a time where you're going to notice that you are getting a chance to escape a lot of attachments and entanglements that may be bound up in contractual matters or maybe legal matters that you have had to abide as well. Just keep in mind with Uranus in the 9th house, you want to make sure that you're pacing yourself. It's all favoring you, but there is such a thing as too much too fast. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.